Aloha mai Kākou. Aloha mai no mano kalanipo. Ma lana e kaula. Mai moloka inui a hina. A mau inui a kama. Mai moko o ke ave. Aloha mai Kākou. O vau o Chad ʻOnohi Paishon. Ua haunau maila ma o ahu alua. Ma papuko lea. Ua noho wau ma waimea Hawaiʻi. Aloha. My thanks to all those that are able to, and all of you teachers that are doing the work that allows all of us, each of us that are here today, to have gained the education that we have, and also for the future that you are ensuring that will continue to move all of us forward. As in your theme, e Holomua Kākou, we are able to move forward. From the deck of the voyaging canoe, if I may share a little bit, when we plan for a voyage, it's just about 47 years since Hokulea made her first voyage back to Tahiti. But from those voyages, we have learned so much. More so that we have been able to learn that we continue to do things and we are able to continue to pass on this knowledge that has been passed from our kupuna to us now in this modern day and age. But the way that we're able to do it successfully is when we move together. From the deck of a voyaging canoe, we spend most of our time in preparation. From the first voyage back in 1976 to all of the voyages that have taken place since that time, to now know that in Hawaii, from having one voyaging canoe that was launched back in 1975 by the name of Hokulea, to now know that in Hawaii, we have 8 voyaging canoes. Throughout the Pacific, we have 28 voyaging canoes. And that now voyaging continues to live. It's not just a story. We have come from the time where at one point it was thought that there was no way that our people could have traveled across the oceans purposefully, and that there was no way that we could have built vessels that could sail across the oceans, to now knowing that those thoughts have no merit. It's the opportunity that teachers have to continue to allow students to realize their potential, to truly be those navigators within their lives, to be able to see beyond what they have right in front of them. That you, as the navigators within your classrooms, and those children that you get to help to see into the future, it's in that preparation that we're all able to do. It's in the preparation that we continue to pass forward so that all of those that we come into contact with will truly understand what it is to a Holomua Kākou. From the deck of the voyaging canoe is not just the navigator that gets the canoe to its destination, but it is every man and woman that stands on the deck of the canoe that does that. And it's because of that opportunity that we all jointly share in together, because of the same vision, because of the same focus that we have, that we are able to do things and to bring about, for some who may think that it may be impossible, but we are able to raise islands up out of the oceans thousands of miles away without the use of instruments, that we can rely on those things that are around us to help direct us. And I think it's the same that each of you as teachers are able to do. In that sense of preparation, one of the voyages that we just completed with Makali'i back in 2019. It was really looking at the preparation and how it is that we can continue to move forward together. A Holomua Kākou. That to share a little bit of a video with each of you.
Our training continues where we just try to do all we can from the land. The land crew is probably more important than the ocean crew because that's where the resource comes from, that's where the family is. That's the home. Voyaging really comes from your community and the strength of your community.
From Makali'i's beginning, it was our community that helped to make Makali'i a reality.
Our goal is to be 100% local ingredients, fresh or preserved, what we have here, and we can totally do it. The entire island, it's so huge, and each portion of it is contributing to this voyage, and each area is so special in what they can produce and what they are working on. Here at Kanu, just to give you an example, our garden coordinator, Heather, she has set up each classroom to grow a different crop that will be put into a vegetable soup.
So my position here at Holomua Kākou is garden coordinator, and help them grow beautiful gardens like this. Actually, the kids are like, we want to grow this and that, and we kind of let them choose too. It's not particularly me saying, you're gonna go this. Like, what would you, if you were on the va'a, what would you be ono for, you know? And so they were a huge part of what they're growing too. So we have a lot of things that we harvest here for our teas that we're already processing. This is our lemongrass, also known as wapine. It's good for high blood pressure, cholesterol, when you're muggy. So it's an awesome plant that they definitely wanted to have on the voyage. And then we have some lemon verbena. This is one of the favorites of the kids, also a very lemony flavor. So we got some basil here, and then our nioi, our chili peppers. We have a lot of our edible flowers. As you can see, all the different colors, that's dianthus. And then some luau that we're gonna eventually process for the va'a too. Actually, our first class taught 15 teachers, kumu, kupuna, and samakua, and we taught them how to preserve. So we did pressure canning, pickling, jams and jellies.
Schools now are looking to put food on their shelves for their schools. We never even thought of that, but you know, they're seeing the possibility that they can do now. So that's exciting.
I give thanks to Uncle Chad who asked the question originally, is it possible? It was a scary question, and I'm glad that we all said yes and went 100% gung-ho.
At one time when things were unsure that they'd be able to do it, and now whether it's through the aipono, through creating the food for the wa'a, now they're excited about doing it, and they're excited about, you know, what's next, what else can we do? It was really looking at our own health and how could we do better for our future.
So we've been teaching the students of schools in our area how to do those things, how to preserve, how to provision for a canoe. In terms of cordage, we've
Also taught our kumu how to process mai'a with antikavehi. They just like, I would never ever imagined this came from the banana.
Today we're at Waimea Middle School with Kumu Sharice Munden's class. We share with them how to take apart the layers of the banana. They strip them into about 1-inch strips, each sheet. And the next process after that is to rub the bottom of your palm against your strip of mai'a. And that releases all of the water content from the strip. And that's what helps to separate the fibers. After they scrape that, and we got some beautiful strips today, some beautiful white fibers. They learned how to clean it in the running water and why we need running water versus stagnant water, and what the bright white color of what the clean fibers look like. The end product is a 40 anana piece from each school of their selected fibers to be gifted to our kupuna moku, moku manamana and nihoa. Kaula isn't a common practice. So for us to be able to learn it and then gift it to our kupunas, it reconnects that respect and aloha. That is the ultimate gift.
Each of us lived in a very special place called Hawaiʻi. Our connection to our homes, whether on Kauai, Maui, Molokai, Lanai, Moko Keawe, we're all connected by an ocean that connects us. This ocean just doesn't connect us to Hawaiʻi, but it connects us throughout the Pacific. Something that was taught to us by our teacher, Maupiailug, that he always reminded us of, is that we are always connected. And when we are connected and when we can see collectively where we are going, we are able to do great things. Always remembering where we come from is something that we were taught as navigators, that we can go anywhere. We can travel anywhere on our canoes. As long as we remember where home is, we're never lost. The opportunities that we've been given throughout these 47 years of voyaging now only opens the doors to continue to see forward because of what we've done in the past, because of all the things that we've come through. But it allows us to see where we are going to next. We're able to do those things because of where we come from, this great place that we call home, and the resources that home provides to us. The teaching that you do, that each of you do within your classroom, is a resource that allows all of us to continue to move forward. A Holomua Kākou, I would say it's not just a metaphor, but is a way of life. On the canoe, we say he wa'a he moku he wa'a. The wa'a, our canoe, is our moku, is our island. So our island is a canoe. And I would say that each of you, as a teacher, has your own canoe, which is your classroom. Each of you is a navigator. Each of you is a captain. Be the example to the students that you have so that they can see clearly, so that you can allow them to go far beyond the horizon that they have. It is for us, from the deck of the voyaging canoe, the opportunity that we have to voyage is because of the communities that we come from. We are only able to go beyond the horizon because of where we come from. And where we come from is because of all of you that do the work that you're doing. We will continue to go far beyond the horizon, and we will continue to return home because we understand that what we do on the deck of the voyaging canoe needs to return home. It needs to return home and to be shared. To be shared with our families, to be shared with our communities, and as a resource to all of our schools, to our education systems, to each of you as teachers. We continue to be a support system, and we'll continue to be here for each of you as you may need us. As I have said earlier, there are at least 8 voyaging canoes and many smaller canoes that can share these things with you. And again, my thanks to each of you for the work that you do, for the amazing work that you do, and the commitment that you've made from the deck of the voyaging canoe and from our voyaging ohana as we continue to set sails, as we continue to move forward. Likewise to you, e holomua kākou. Mahalo, mahalo, mahalo.